Before requesting time off, scroll down the home screen to the My Accrual Balances section. Check to see that you have a sufficient accrual balance to cover your time off request. After checking your balances, scroll back up to the My Schedule, My Time Off section and click My Time Off. Click the day on the calendar you want to request time off for. In this example, April 22nd. If you wish to select multiple days, select the first day of the request and select the last day of the request. This will select all the days in that range. If you select multiple days, please keep in mind that the dates must be consecutive days within the same week. Your request shouldn't include a day on a weekend, a holiday, a non-scheduled day, or a day with any time entry. However, in our example here, a single date, April 22nd, is selected. Click the icon in the Time Off Type field and select the time off type you wish to use. Submit FMLA-related time off requests in Kronos only if you have received HR approval for your FMLA leave request. Please also note that unpaid time off codes and some less commonly used paid time off codes are not available for selection here using Kronos Self-Service. If you need to request unpaid time off, such as unpaid FMLA if you qualify for FMLA, or need to request a paid time off type that's not listed in Kronos Self-Service, send a written request to your approver by email or in paper. Approved requests for such time off will be added to Kronos by your timekeeper or approver. Click the button next to the leave type you wish to use. In this case, it's personal illness. After you make the selection, the leave type will appear in the time off type box. Then click Start Request. After you click Start Request, a Request Time Off box will pop up. Click in the Request Type box and select one of the following options. If you select full day, the time off taken will equal the hours in your standard workday. A minute ago, we discussed how to select multiple days on the calendar. If you make the selection here, you can also choose multiple days with the same rules that apply. And finally, with partial day bulk, you can enter the number of hours you wish to take off for a selected day, and it can be less than your standard hours per day. Now, regarding the partial day bulk selection, please keep in mind that the number of hours you wish to take off, plus any combination of other time you worked on that day or other time off you requested for that day, shouldn't exceed the hours in your standard workday. Also, please note that if you select full day or partial day, the date requested off cannot be a date on a weekend, a holiday, or a non-scheduled day. So in this example, we select full day. When you select the request type, the date field appears. The date you selected on the calendar will default in. If you want to change your selection, click the calendar icon and select a date. In this example, though, the date is not changed. Sometimes people wish to attach documentation, such as a doctor's excuse, to support their time off request. If you wish to attach a document to your time off request, click the paperclip icon, then click Choose. Select a file to upload. After selecting the file, click Upload. Now click Close. You can also add a comment if you wish. After reviewing your time off request for accuracy, click Submit Request. Your time off request will be sent to your Kronos timesheet approver for approval, and your Kronos timekeeper will be copied on your request. After you make the time off request, but before the request is approved, the date on the calendar requested off will have a dotted line around the request. When your Kronos timesheet approver approves your time off request, you'll receive an email notifying you. After you log into Kronos, you'll also see that in your time off calendar that the dotted line around the request is now changed to a solid block. Finally, if you log into your timesheet and look at the selected day, you'll see that the time off has been successfully added. Kronos allows you to submit time off requests, including modifications, for dates within the current or future pay periods, as well as dates in the most recent past pay period if your timesheet hasn't yet been approved. Timesheets are generally approved on the Monday following the end of a pay period, and your timesheet hasn't yet been locked. Timesheets for each pay period are locked on the Wednesday following the end of a pay period. So as a general rule, submit time off requests for a past absence within 3 days of the absence or by the last day of the pay period, whichever is earlier.